ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome back to Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga series. Yesterday we discussed the 23rd shloka of the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. There Krishna spoke about the worshippers of different devatas. He already spoke about the exclusive worshippers of Krishna in the 22nd shloka. In the 23rd shloka, he spoke about those who worship different devatas for fulfilling their material desires. But Krishna says that although they are worshipping different devatas with Shraddha, tepi mameva kaunteya yajanti avidhipurvakam. That worship is ultimately reaching me only, and that worship is avidhipurvakam, means it's uh, improper worship or indirect worship. Because Krishna is the source of all the devatas, is the master of all the devatas. Even if someone worships the devatas, that worship goes to Krishna. And even if the devata sanctions our material desires, that ability to sanction is also coming from Krishna. So Krishna said very clearly in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Ahamadir hi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. I am the Adi, I am the origin of all the devatas and maharshis. So the devatas came from Krishna. Their abilities came from Krishna. Their responsibilities are assigned by Krishna. And when they offer boons to their worshippers, that capacity to offer boons, that empowerment to offer boons also is coming from Krishna. Therefore, better worship Krishna directly. That's what Krishna is trying to say. Now, to substantiate this point more, in the next sloka, Krishna says, in the 24th sloka, Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurev cha न तु माम अभिजानन्ति तत्वे नातश्च वन्तिते. Again. अहम हि सर्वयज्ञानां भोक्ता च प्रभुरेव च न तु माम अभिजानन्ति तत्वेनातश्च वन्तिते. Krishna says, Aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta cha prabhurev cha. I am the master, I am the enjoyer of all the sacrifices. Krishna already mentioned this in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 9th shloka. What did he say? Yagnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Yagnarthat karmanonyatra. Perform all your activities for the purpose of pleasing the master of Yajna. That is the Supreme Lord Krishna himself. And he is also called Yajna. So we need to worship Lord Narayana, worship Lord Krishna. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. Whatever yajnas we are doing, ultimately he is the bhokta, he is the enjoyer, he is the receiver. So bhokta means the enjoyer. Prabhu means the master. Sarva yajnana means all the yajnas that we do, all our endeavors are ultimately sanctioned by Krishna, facilitated by Krishna, and received by Krishna, enjoyed by Krishna, and he is the master, right? So that's what Krishna says in the first half. I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Even if you worship different devatas in the sacrifices, ultimately Krishna is the enjoyer. Okay, I will come to this very soon. Let me complete the meaning. Natu mam abhijananti tatve natasya Natu mam abhijananti. But those who do not recognize me. Natu mam abhijananti means those who do not recognize Krishna as the Bhokta and as Prabhu. Tatve natasya Tatvena means in truth. So you need to recognize Krishna for what he is. He is the Prabhu, he is the Bhokta, he is Aham kratur, aham yajna, we have seen already. Pitahamasya jagato mata dhata pitamaha. So we have already seen Krishna's power and Krishna's position in the several shlokas that we discussed so far. So, natumam abhijananti tatvena means tatvena, understand Krishna's tattva. Understand in reality who Krishna is, what Krishna's position is. Actually, when we understand Krishna's position, then we will be elevated to the spiritual world. जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम एवं यो वेत्ति तत्वतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन. Krishna already said in the fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetti tattvataha. One who understands the divine nature of my appearances and activities properly, in truth, for what he is, then they need not come back to this material world. They'll go back to the spiritual world. Krishna is using the same word, tattvenaha. Mam abhijananti tattvenaha. So understand Krishna for what he is. If you don't, chavantite. Chavanti means falling down. We'll be degraded, we'll be distracted, we'll be deviated if we don't understand Krishna and recognize his position. Again, this is not a threatening shloka. Many times when we say, hey, if you don't understand Krishna, you'll fall down, it seems very scary. Krishna is not threatening us. We discussed this theme quite a few times. Whenever in the Bhagavad Gita or in Bhagavatam, such truths are emphasized that, oh, you should understand, otherwise you will be degraded or distracted or deviated or falling down. They are not meant to threaten us, they are meant to caution us. And Krishna is also expressing his love and affection. Like I often give this example, when a child and the parent goes to some outside place, the parents may say, you just hold on to me only, just be with me only. If you don't hold my hand, if you don't allow me to hold your hand, and if you are not making sure that you are with me, you will be lost. So child will be lost, right? So in a big marketplace, a small child, so parents always say that no, you should be with me. Similarly, Krishna is also saying, you recognize that I am the Prabhu, I am the Bhokta, I am the Master, I am your provider, I am your protector, I take care of you. Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. If you don't recognize me like that, then you will fall down. Then you will be distracted. Then you will be lost in this material world. That's what he's saying. Like a caring father, like a loving parent, he's telling this. He's not threatening us, or he's not scaring us. That's not the mood. So Krishna says, all yajnas are meant for him. Vishnu or Krishna or Narayana, he is the receiver of all yajnas. Many yajnas are described in the Vedas, and so many such um, methods of worship and rituals are prescribed in the Vedas, but all of them are for pleasing the Supreme Lord. Even in Bhagavatam also it's mentioned, Ataha pumbhirdvijasreshta varnashrama vibhagashaha swanushtitasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshanam. Haritoshanam, the pleasure of Lord Hari, should be the aim of everything that we do. Whether we follow Varna Dharma or Ashrama Dharma, means we are following the protocols and policies of our different Varnas or different ashrams, or performing different yajnas or pujas or rituals. No, Krishna is the ultimate beneficiary, and we are meant to please him. By pleasing him, we are pleased. We discussed already. Only by feeding the stomach, all the limbs of your body will get nourishment. You can directly put all your food on head or hands or legs to get strength for the body. So only you should, when you feed the food to the stomach, then all our bodily limbs are nourished. Similarly, only when worship Krishna or Vishnu or Narayana, Ram, all these are different forms of the same Lord. So only when we worship the Lord, we will get that nourishment. If we direct our worship towards different devatas or big people in this world, we are getting distracted. We will get lost. All sacrifices are meant for Lord Vishnu. In the sacrifice, you may chant different names of different gods. Indraya Swaha, Chandraya Swaha, Varunaya Swaha, Yamaya Swaha. But all of them are appointed administrators by the Lord Himself. So better worship the Lord directly. That's what Krishna is trying to say. All yajnas are meant to worship Lord Vishnu. You can definitely respect others, but recognize Krishna's position above everyone, Vishnu's position above everyone. So Krishna enjoys all sacrifices. So we can offer flowers and fruits and leaves and grains or whatever paraphernalia, you offer everything to the Lord. You can offer lamps to the Lord in Kartik month. You can offer flowers every day, fruits every day, grains every day. You can offer different worship, dhupa, deepa, naivedya. All this is meant for pleasing Lord Vishnu, expressing our devotion to Lord Vishnu. Krishna is the enjoyer of all sacrifices. That's why Krishna says, I am the Bhokta. And he's also Prabhu. Bhokta cha Prabhureva cha. He's the master and he's the enjoyer. Hmm. So by giving him enjoyment, we enjoy. Basically, by feeding the stomach, all the bodily limbs are satisfied. By watering the root, all the leaves and twigs and branches of the tree are nourished. So our real nourishment is in worshipping Krishna. You can't say Krishna is self-centered. Krishna is saying, all you direct all your worship to me. I am the enjoyer of everything. All of your servants. Don't see it in a negative light. Sometimes, if somebody says to you that you work hard for me, whatever you earn, you for me, you please me, I am the boss. Only by making me happy, you'll be happy. It seems like very uncomfortable for the ego to accept such a statement. In this material world, yes, people speak this out of ego. But when Krishna is saying this, he's speaking the reality. He is not speaking out of false ego. He doesn't mean to boss over us. He doesn't mean to pressurize us or suppress us or oppress us or dominate us. That's not his mood. His mood is to help us, to make us happy. Uh, he is like the root of the tree. He's like the stomach in the whole body. So only when you feed the stomach, bodily limbs are nourished. Only when you water the root, all the branches of the tree are nourished. Similarly, only when we worship Krishna, everything is everything is happy. Everyone is nourished. We are nourished. We become happy. Mm. Just like when you go in front of a mirror and put your ornaments on the reflection of the mirror, like you put an earring. You're seeing yourself in the mirror and you put an earring, or you put some tilak on the mirror. You put a necklace there on the mirror. So will you become happy? Will you become beautiful by that? No. When you put all the ornaments on the person, the reflection will automatically become beautiful. But if you decorate the reflection is not beautiful and the person is also not beautiful. So better you worship, you decorate the person, the reflection will automatically be beautiful. Uh, so Krishna is the Supreme Lord, we are all his reflections. For the reflection to be beautiful and happy, the original person must be decorated. Similarly, for us to be happy, Krishna must be worshipped. That's the logic behind worshipping Krishna. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. He's the master, he's the maintainer, he's the protector, he's the goal. Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi. And we may worship different devatas for wealth and health and rain and success and whatever it is. You may get some results also by their worship, but the point is all the results will fade after some time. The small results that we get by worshipping different devatas are not everlasting. Again, after some time, we'll find ourselves in the cycle of birth and death. Because no devata has the ability to give us liberation from the material world. Only when we get out of this cycle of this birth and death and we liberated from this material existence, we can experience eternal spiritual happiness, isn't it? But when we uh, are caught up in our temporary material goals, aspiring for temporary material gains, and to get those gains, you worship different devatas. You are getting caught up in this material world only. Yes, you may get very high grade enjoyment in the heavenly planets. You may become a multi-millionaire. You may become successful. You may get name, fame, prestige, wealth, maybe health, everything you get in this world. But all of them are temporary. That doesn't stop your death. Even the wealthiest person also has to die. Even the strongest person also has to leave the body one day. Even the most famous person also has to depart one day. So, is there any way of escaping death? Can devatas help me escape death? No, no devata can help you escape death. Even devatas also have to die one day. Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, they also have to terminate their posts one day, and the posts must be occupied by someone else. Even their lifetime is not eternal in this material world. They are also souls. They also need to get out of the cycle of birth and death. But they are very, very powerful personalities. So, no point worshipping different devatas for material benefits and get caught up in this material world only, assuming that we are enjoying better. The reality is we need to worship the Supreme Lord. He is the recipient of all our activities, all our sacrifices. This is very popular shloka from the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वानुश्रुतस्वभावात् करोति यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयेत्. There is one more version also. Narayanaayeti samarpayami. Essentially, this shloka means that kayena, whatever we do with our body, vacha, whatever we do with our words, manasa, whatever we think with our mind, indriyirva, whatever we perform with our senses, buddhya, buddhyatmanava, anushrutasvabhavat, whatever we do with our intelligence, Anushrita Swabhavat, whatever we do with our natural intrinsic nature, Karoti yadyat sakalam parasmaihi Narayanayeti samarpayami. Let's do everything for the pleasure of Narayana. Narayanayeti samarpayami means everything is made as an offering to Narayana. You are doing so much work with your kaya, mind, kaya, body, vacha, words, manasa, mind, indriya, senses, buddhi, intelligence. You are doing all this hard work, but why at the end it says that everything is an offering to Lord Narayana? Even if you worship different devatas, at the end of devata worship, we chant this shloka traditionally. Kayena vacha manasindriyaiva buddhyatmana vanushrita svabhavat karomi yadyat sakalam parasmaihi narayanayeti samarpayami. I offer everything that I do as an offering to Narayana. You worship so many devatas till now. At the end, you are saying everything is for Narayana. That's a tradition. That's the part of worshipping any devata also. Because those who worship the devatas are meant to recognize the devatas as representatives of the Lord, not replacements of the Lord. They represent Krishna, they represent Narayana, they represent Vishnu, they are limbs of Lord Vishnu, they are like servants of Lord Vishnu, they are appointed administrators of this universe on behalf of Lord Vishnu. So if you disconnect these devatas from Vishnu and worship them as standalone benedictors, then they also are not comfortable, right? We need to recognize the position of Vishnu or Krishna or Ram in connection with all these devatas. So that's why Krishna says, Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. So anyone can worship Vishnu, anyone can worship Krishna. So there's a beautiful shloka uh, in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Let me just open it here. I think I'll open it so that Akamah Sarva Kamova. Yeah, this one. Akamah Sarva Kamova Moksha Kama Udaradhihi Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yacheta Purusham Param. Now, people in this world have different backgrounds. One category is Akama, those who have no desires. Second category is Sarvakamova, those who have all kinds of material desires. Third category is Moksha Kama, they desire liberation. Akama, desireless people are devotees, bhaktas. Sarvakamava, those who desire many things in this world, they are karmis. Moksha Kama means jnanis, they desire liberation. But whatever may be your background, Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yajeta Purusham Param. You perform bhakti intensely and worship the Supreme Lord Vishnu or Krishna or Narayana. So that's how worship of the Supreme Lord is emphasized in this world, in the scriptures. So whether we want some things, material wealth, this and that, yeah, like karmi is first category, the second category. This is Sarvakama category. And some people want nothing. That's like Akama category. This Akama, this Sarvakama. And this is Moksha Kama. They want liberation from this world. Whatever may be your background, you all can worship the Lord. Krishna is for everyone. Anyone can worship Krishna. Whether someone has desires or no desires or wants liberation, they should worship Krishna only. It's not that sometimes it's prescribed in some books that if you have this desire, worship this devata. If you want this desire, worship this devata. Hmm. And if you want good education, worship this devata. If you want a lot of wealth, worship this devata. If you want to be relieved from some difficulty, you worship this devata. So like that, different devatas names are prescribed to fulfill different desires or to get rid of different difficulties. To uh, to come out of difficulties and to fulfill desires, worship of different devatas is being prescribed. But whatever may be your desire, whatever may be your difficulty, worship Krishna. That's what this shloka says. Aham se sarva jnanam bhokta cha prabhudevacha. And akamaha sarva kamo va moksha kamo darati tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. All the scriptures are teaching us that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Worship Him. Bhagavad Gita says this, worship Krishna. Bhagavatam says, worship Krishna. All the realized souls and saints, they say worship Krishna. Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modhamate. Shankaracharya says. Ramanujacharya says. Like that, many acharyas are saying, worship Krishna, worship Vishnu, worship Narayana. All the different scriptures like Vedas, Upanishads, and Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, they are saying worship the Supreme Lord Vishnu, Narayana, but same Lord in multiple forms Vishnu, Narayana, Krishna, Rama, Narasimha, Parshuram. There are so many forms of the same Lord. You pick up whichever form you like because bhakti is very personal. Different devotees worship different forms of the Lord. Some like sweet cowhead boy form of Krishna in Vrindavan. And some devotees like a majestic prince of Dwaraka, Dwarkadhish. And some like even more majestic and opulent looking four-handed form of Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayana. And some like Ugra form, Narasimha form. And some like very sober form of Lord Sri Ramachandra, Maryada Purushottam. So all these are different forms of the same Lord. Vishnu, Narayana, Dwarkadhish Krishna, Vrindavan Krishna, Ayodhya Ram, all these are different forms of the same Lord. Worship them. No point worshipping different devatas. We respect them. We should respect them. We can even worship them as representatives of the Lord, not replacements of the Lord. They are not independent providers of boons. So don't be caught up in so many material desires and worship different personalities who fulfill those desires. That should not be our focus. So to summarize, all yajnas are for Lord Vishnu. Krishna is the bhokta, enjoyer of all sacrifices. And Devata worship gives only temporary results. If you have a wish, pray to Krishna. Everyone should worship Krishna, and scriptures and sages guide us towards Krishna. Therefore, let's worship Krishna with love. He's our goal. So tomorrow we'll discuss the 25th sloka. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.